Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin Update today. $27,186 is the place where Bitcoin is trading now, and it's not a surprise that we've been expecting this pull down. Not maybe we, but me personally. I've been looking at Bitcoin in this zone, and I was expecting that it's going to push down somehow. Right now, there you have it then. The downtrend has already started. We got that diamond top like this that I've talked about before. We've broken out of the diamond top, and it's potentially just a retest right now to this level. Maybe $27,500 is going to be the retest, get rejected here, and then a push to the downside is going to happen. I do see some altcoins want to go down 50%. And some altcoins are I'm expecting at least 20% to the downside, which now leads me to a very interesting conversation. Speaking of 50%, and what does that really mean for the general market as well, and what's going to happen next. So Bitcoin, to me personally, I want to see Bitcoin coming down to $24,100. That's where I do see Bitcoin prices trying to move to the downside. So this number one is that you do have 25,000, right? But looking at the EMAs, I'm going to actually pull out the EMAs, and I'm looking for Bitcoin to come down to this 55 and touch the 55. And that's where, in my opinion, we're going to see if Bitcoin is interested to move to the upside as well. So by the time we do get $24,000, that's when we can get 20% drop in altcoins. But what about the 50% that I'm talking about? Something is telling me Bitcoin might even get lower to these places. Now, to back up this claim that, we might even look at Bitcoin, losing $24,000 and going even lower. But before that, let's actually look at the weekly. And there's one thing I want to talk about the weekly is that, yeah, it's a very good thing that you're above the 55. I'm still bullish until $69,000. Just in the middle here, we do have some little bit of an issue, some little bit of a trouble in this zone right here. I don't know if you're trying to come down to $24,000 or maybe $20,000 and then move to the upside. So the weekly, I don't want to see something like, the last time you went above the EMAs like this, you made a fake out and went down. But if you end up coming up like this and make a fake out, and then you might even be looking to drop even lower and lower, and then maybe come here, and then in the future pop to the upside, I will still be bullish on to $69,000. Doesn't matter if you're looking for that, something like that, because even if you do come down like this, you're still outside of the this falling wedge. Even if you go down like this and touch it again, it's still a technical target to go to the upside. It's just that it's going to take a lot of time. So the next thing that I was talking about here is that if the CME gap is something that is bothering me. CME, actually it's going to be Bitcoin with a explanation mark, I guess. Yeah, Bitcoin 1 explanation mark. So this is the gap that I'm looking forward to talk about. So I'm gonna dive into the daily time frame and tell you exactly what I'm afraid of. And that is, if I do remove the EMAs, you can see that Bitcoin has a gap down right over there, okay? And that gap can be filled sooner or later, and that's actually a gap near between 20,300 and 21,100. That's where the gap really is, and that's kind of bad, I know, and it's also right at the support level of the falling wedge. But now, after that, the good thing is that you do have gaps that in the future you might be looking to come out and take, which is a gap number one right there, which is between that's going to be almost potentially 28,625 and 27,000. You've actually filled that. It seems like you did actually end up filling it right over there. But then again, that's not the only gap that you have, but you also have a gap right over here. You got a gap right over there. So don't forget that one as well, because that's really, really good sign that Bitcoin is going to be interested somehow to come up to this area, which is 35,000. That's where you do have that gap right over there. I don't see any other gap. This is the only gap that I'm expecting to be filled, $35,000. And then we potentially even continue to go on to $69,000 and resume the bull run. So 2023 is still, to me personally, 1 year of opportunities. And if there's one thing that I'm gonna talk, there's one comment I'm gonna give about 2023, and that is, it's okay for 2023 to be slow. It's really, really okay. Because personally, according to my experience, is that if you get some very quick pumps and some very quick bull runs, then you're gonna dump as hard. So we need buying power. We need the money flowing into cryptocurrency. We need those sideways movement. It's okay for Bitcoin to do sideways movement and take one whole year of doing nothingness and being boring, because people are gonna buy, they're gonna step in, and that's known as accumulation. And that's one of the biggest signs that you need for the market to push to the upside. Accumulation comes in, people step in, they throw money into crypto, and you're gonna have a powerful bull run. But if you don't have people stepping in for a long time and no one is actually trying to come into crypto, and you start to suddenly take off and this and that, that's not healthy. That's not really good. And read about accumulation on the internet. Read about accumulation, and you're going to understand my point exactly, what I'm trying to say here. So that's pretty much it for this update on Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get to 24,000, but the realistic target is 25,600 at the moment. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.